Hey, good morning, friends. Good morning, Dharma House Yogis, Instagram family. Laura Love here. We're getting ready for our 7:30 a.m. morning meditation. And I open this up just a minute or two early so that people can see that we're going live and join our group. This meditation is something that I'm leading on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I've been leading it throughout the quarantine on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:30 a.m. It's about usually done within 20 minutes or so. So just so you have an idea of how much time you'll be spending if you're going to join for these morning meditations. And for me, it's interesting because when I started it, when the quarantine first hit and we had to, stop the public classes and just start shooting online, I was kind of like, okay, well, this will be something nice to do, for a couple of weeks or whatever. And now what are we going on to? How many months have we been in this? Like 5 months. And I'm so grateful for this morning meditation practice with you guys because it keeps me accountable. You know what I mean? That I've got to wake up and be ready to chant mantra. And that's been really helpful to make sure that I'm on track with my own practice, and so that at least at the bare minimum, I'm doing this meditation twice a week because I'm doing it with you guys, but then it's just inspiring me to do it on my own as well. So I hope that it's been great for you guys. Good morning, you guys. Okay, cool. So I see Kim, Christina. I don't know who inversion diversion is. Tell me your name. And then there's Rob. Good morning, you guys. So if you're coming in and you're joining this group, we are on day 26 already of a gratitude practice. So every time we're logging on here, every time we're logging on here, we are sharing something that we are grateful for before we even get started with the mantra. So if you're just arriving, think about sharing something today that you're grateful for and something that you haven't shared already. Because it's easy to go back into like the big things, right? Oh, I'm grateful for my kids, or I'm grateful for my home, or, but now start to think, what haven't you, brought into gratitude yet? So think about what you're grateful for this morning. Type it in here so we can all see it. Today, I am grateful for resilience and the ability to bounce back, and even though I was, thinking about this, and I was actually reading last night. I got home really kind of late last night. We had the super fun, best surf session with my girlfriends, and then we ended up getting tacos after, and we just kind of stayed out late talking. And I don't know, when I got home, I was like reading online, something came up about, I'm a Sagittarius, and I was talking about how a Sagittarius people in general are usually seen. I was like, oh, usually happy because we're kind of an optimistic sign, which I do feel that I am. But then it said, most people see you as being very resilient and you can come back from things so quickly, but that's actually not the truth. And that, challenges and, hurts and all those things take a little bit longer for a Sagittarius, but they are really strong people and can get through it. And it really struck a chord with me. I'm like, I feel that. I'm like, I think it does take me a while, but then I have the ability to think back on my whole life. And I want to, invite you guys to do the same, especially if you're going through any kind of a challenge right now. For me, the idea, the practice of thinking back on, oh my God, my whole life and so many challenges that I've been through. And if I can think of those biggest ones, for me, I think my biggest challenge was having my first child at 19 as a single mom. And man, if I can get through that, then everything else is oh my God, you've got this, oh my God, this is going to be so easy. You've got this, no problem, Okay, so what do we got so far? So Huntress Floral says an open heart. That's beautiful. Yes. Anyone else have anything today that they're grateful for? Christina, how about you? What do you got today? What are you grateful for? And so we share that. And as we share that, it raises our vibration and it amplifies us, right? And it starts to remind us, and we're doing this every day for 30 days, the list of things we have to be grateful for is so beautiful, right? And so powerful. Therapy, yes, beautiful, right? yeah, grateful for therapy. And therapy comes in so many forms for so many of us, you know, and it's yeah, super helpful. Okay, great. Well, if anyone else comes on, we're typing here what we're grateful for. So go add that when you arrive. This morning, I thought we would work with the mantra Lokah, samastah, sukhino, bhavantu, which is a really sweet, you know, kind of chant. And the way I was taught the translation that I've always thought, you know, or like where my mind goes to when I hear this mantra is, may all beings be happy and free, and may my own thoughts, words, and actions in some way contribute to that happiness and freedom for all. And this morning I was looking it up in my book because I feel like I can always like learn a little something new, you know, and if you've been doing these for a really long time. And when I read the translation here, it was slightly different. I mean, similar, but a little different. So I'm going to read you the translation here. May everyone on earth know happiness and well-being. May the protectors of the earth do so with justice and virtue, which I think we can really use right now, right? May never-ending joy bless those who understand the true nature of the world. May all the world be equally happy. So I think we can really, really send that out today. You know, that we call that in for ourselves, of course, but then we also really call that in for anyone who's really struggling right now. And that could be on a level of thinking of our friends, you know, who are really their businesses have been really hurt by quarantine. Maybe some people who, you know, that have possibly gotten sick. And even thinking of this, like expanding it out, you know, thinking about like, I mean, in Indonesia right now, there's like massive volcanoes erupting and people are struggling. And then in Lebanon, that crazy explosion. I'm Lebanese, so like my family was sending that to me. I don't have any family currently living in Lebanon, but like, you know, everyone's like, oh my gosh, you know, and so like praying for those people in Lebanon who were affected by this crazy explosion, you know, and like what's behind that. There's so much right now. There's just so much, you know, going on in the Middle East. So we can send our love to them for sure. Okay. So if you've never done this, repeat after me before we go through so you know what the words are. Lokah. Say it after me. I can't hear you, but I'm assuming you're doing it. Lokah. Samastah. Sukhino. Bhavantu. Okay. So sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes. Relax your shoulders. And before we begin this together, we just really set that intention, you know, that we of course we want ourselves to feel happy and free, but today we also really want to intentionally send that out to people all over the world. Specifically, maybe we're praying for Lebanon, we're praying for Indonesia, we are praying for the people in our own country who are struggling, and just anyone that comes to your mind right now that needs some love, you know, and some peace in their hearts and their lives right now. Take a deep breath in. Lokah samastah sukhino bhavantu. 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 Just stay there for a moment. Be in that space. Notice how it makes you feel in your body, into the world. We're sending love to people who need our help or are having tough times right now. And so that we leave this practice today, we leave with that feeling. And so all of our interactions have that undercurrent of wanting the best for everyone. Bring our hands to our heart center in prayer. Thank you for sharing your practice with me this morning. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Om Shanti Shanti. Namaste.